Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Of Our Future podcast, written and produced by me, Clockwork Jones. Going through a little different process here now. We'll be converting over to more podcast-friendly platforms here shortly. Expect these to come out through July. The YouTube links will still remain up, but all future episodes will be on podcast platforms, still exploring whether that will be Spotify or SoundCloud. If you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out and let me know. As always, this is and was created with the intent of being a space for other writers to share their sci-fi, horror, short stories. So if you have any stories you would like read or any stories you would like to read and would like music for, please hit me up, reach out. Today, this story is a little bit different. There are some trigger warnings in this story. It's about suicide, which is tough to talk about, and something I know that an increasing number of people deal with, struggling with thoughts around. I know I have. And as prevalent as it is everywhere, I don't know many people who haven't thought about it to some degree. So this is a story, the same sci-fi, futuristic vein that tackles this subject. So if this is a subject that you're not in a place that you'd like to listen to, please listen to my other more lighthearted podcasts. We'll get back to talking about futuristic and dystopian Indiana through that comical, satirical lens here back shortly. But in the meantime, please listen. I don't know if enjoy is the right word for this podcast, but I hope that it touches you, and I hope that it means something to you as it is meant to me to create this. Let me know what you think. Awake. Written by Clockwork Jones. Awake. You open your eyes. At approximately 6:37 a.m., like every morning to memory before, lift your arms above your head. A stretch. You look at your partner, asleep in their bed. Consider a kiss on their cheek, but remember their adoration for sound sleep. A regret. You carry your body to the bathroom mirror. Look at the what may be 5 gray hairs protruding from your frontal scalp. Decide to pluck them and forget. Pluck them and forget. And forget. Now, you carry your body down the 39 stair steps, land on the ground floor, and feel the every morning's mixture of hunger and boredom. Your legs drag your groaning torso to the toaster. 2 slices of bread in 2 empty slots. Stare at the heating coils, at blackening crumbs, until they pop, all at once. Sit down, eat 2 slices, light blackberry jam. You listen to the news. 3 new dead, gone today, just gone. War with the horsemen getting rough. When going through hell, best to keep going. No way out but through by now. Before tasting, you've eaten your breakfast. Gobbled mindlessly again, and again. Listen now to dishwater running. You try to smile at your partner, now vertical and wrist deep in suds. Walk over, kiss them goodbye. Kiss them goodbye. Goodbye. In your routine malaise, press the button. The teleporter, given to you to ensure your timely attendance, springs to life. Awake. In your routine malaise, press the button. tell the teleporter to send your body to 52 North Capitol. Step in and feel yourself be unbodied. Feel every pinprick beam of light cutting through you. Your cells divide into individuals. You are no more. But believe, with fair certainty, you will be again. Not hope to be again, not want to be again, but believe it will happen anyway. Every day, you hope for a malfunction, some variety. Maybe you arrive at work in pieces, your molecules reassembled backwards or upside down. And you could have a few days in the infirmary, some variety. Or maybe you would attempt to teleport in at precisely the second that Wanda from accounting did. And your molecules would intermingle in the air. Your cells would divide and reassemble side by side, and maybe some of each of your cells would find a new home in the other. Maybe you would feel that, and maybe she would want to talk to you about it. Some variety. But you don't believe it will happen. And it, again, does not. As assured to you by the state, your teleporter gets you safely and timely to your assigned post in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department on the 39th floor of a moderately sized building at the intersection of Talbot and Capitol in the center of a flyover city and an unremarkable spot on the map of a bloated and festering nation. You float through 4 hours of staring at a screen, 23 minutes of chewing, and another 4 with the screen. You finished 7 minutes early. You didn't feel comfortable sitting alone after finishing eating. But you notice Wanda from accounting standing at the window, staring out into the orange skyline. She must have finished early as well. So smart. No surprise she's finished early again. The orange of a waning sun shines brightly on her vibrant brown skin. Your body on automatic has taken you to stand beside her. Beside her. She asks you if you find it beautiful. You tell her that you do, but you don't feel inspiration from the incidental color scheme of the sun's motion around the earth. She says how grateful she feels to have lived in such a beautiful city, that she will miss it. She says that this is her last day in the city, that she is eloping with her girlfriend and will be moving to the countryside. She says she needs more newness in her life, some variety. You feel hollow. Hollow. You mention that the sunsets have gotten more orange in the past year due to the gas warfare tactics employed by the Horsemen. That the Horsemen are filling the Earth's atmosphere with neon gas in an attempt to create an atmosphere more conducive to their taking over. That humans will die out in the next year if we don't stop the integration of these fucking animals. Fucking animals, you repeat again, these fucking animals. Wanda from accounting tenses slightly. She turns on her heels to face you, gives you a half smile, and walks away. Walks away. Away. You feel hollow. Hollow. How is human contact so difficult, so painful? Why do you continue to crave the approval of those who barely know you at all? And when did Wanda decide to elope with her girlfriend? When did she find the spine to grab herself some fucking variety, some fucking happiness? You feel less hollow. You begin filling with acid. Feel as the acid eats through the little bit of hope that you had this morning. The acid eats through your malaise, eats through your sense of self-worth, eats through your will to keep on, through your mind, your soul, already left your body, weeks ago gone, your soul. The acid eats through your tears, through your regrets, through the screams of your colleagues, through the open window, down 39 flights. Your body hits the pavement, but you don't feel it. You watch from above, floating, now free of that damaged vessel, now free. A crowd gathers to see your splatter. People, usually too busy to notice you, too mundane to breathe. Step away from the routine to spectate. Spectate and speculate. Why did he try to fly? When the only way to get through hell is to keep going. Shock sets into your spirit. Is this it, you wonder? Are you gone? The crowd dissipates. Maybe a day, maybe 15 minutes. Time slips, slides away. You no longer require the rotation of the sun. The EMS picks up your old body, picks up the pieces, up, up, up. You, still attached to this vessel, hover above the ambulance as it speeds through the third ward. Up, up, up. You watch, again in malaise, still without agency, as medical staff carve apart your carcass. Try to find a why. Some evil must have entered your mind to make you leave us all behind. All behind. And now, awake, you see what they cannot. See the evil, unseen by modern medicine. But no new evidence can be found by man. Your body is placed into a cold locker to keep it fresh. And you wait. You wait. Awake. Your loved ones gather to mourn. Pick up the new pieces. Pick up the pieces. You see your mother crying, your partner still in shock. Why did I let her sleep? You ask yourself. She wanted to love you. You tried to let her. But why could you not let her in? What fear held onto you so dearly that while your mind cried out, while your soul decayed in your chest, you let her sleep, awake. And now a funeral, all at once. Your sense of time slipping out entirely. No need any longer. You have eternity. Still chained to your earthly body. Now unrecognizable. You watch your loved ones give you a final goodbye. Goodbye. Watch them cry. Wish you could let them know you are still here, that nothing ever leaves. But no. With dismay, you watch your family leave, one by one, as your body is lowered into the earth. Down, down, down. 6 feet under your final resting place. Down, down, down. And you, the eternal you, a spirit chained to pieces of flesh in a box, float above. And you wait. You wait. Floating, you sense other spirits near you, but cannot reach out, cannot find the words to communicate, stuck in a loop. Awake. You try shouting. Try extending what feels like an appendage, or what used to feel like an appendage. A stretch. But can find no way to reach out, no way to speak or communicate with other souls, other spirits. The feeling is reminiscent of the way you lived. Never really communicating, never letting your spirit speak to another. A regret. But one day, still tethered, you notice your rotting body changing. With the embalming fluids losing their potency, your body decides to throw a party. But it's not just your body. You sense again the evil that the coroners could not. A virus, latent in your mind, decides to throw a party. And all of the bacteria, all of the worms, all unseemly local microbes are invited to a feast. And feast they do. Every corner of your old flesh begins to fester. Every piece of you coming undone. Your cells begin to unravel. Your molecules to reassemble backwards and upside down. You feel again attached to your earthly vessel. Grown ghostly as pinpricks of light enter once again into these pieces. Conducted by this virus, which laid latent in your mind for years, you feel your rotting earthly vessel begin to move. Just a quiver at first, your finger twitches, then a leg movement. Now both. Right leg in, right leg out. Left leg in, shake it all about. You watch in disbelief as you uninter yourself from your earthly tomb. Slowly but surely, your old body, piloted without your consent, without your control, drags itself through the graveyard. You, a spirit still tethered, are along for the ride. Watch now as your body narrowly avoids traffic, which will not stop for a corpse. Where am I headed, and why, you ask yourself. But this time, your body, which has reactivated its own decaying vocal cords, responds out loud. Regret. Going to get rid of regret. Horrified now, you realized that your body is taking you back to its old home. Back to where you tried to find love. To where fear held you so tight. To where you planted and harvested so much self-doubt. Regret. Regret. Going to get rid of regret. Just wait. Your body answers in response to your thoughts about what this implies. Wait. Just wait. Your body opens the front door to the home that you and your partner had built 3 years to the day that you met. Smells of cedar still lingered. Your body informed your spirit. Your body wipes itself on the doormat, leaving toenails and chunks of toe. Climbing the stairs, you notice no pictures of you remain anywhere. How long has it been? 4 years since. Your body responds. Looking closer, you notice that the pictures of you and your partner have been replaced by pictures of them and another. Pictures of picnics, weddings, of first steps, line the walls of this now loving home. 4 years since. Your body, now enraged, climbs the steps with more vigor, knocking pictures off as it runs. What the hell is going on here? Your replacement cries, running at your body with a baseball bat. But your body, quick with rage and apparently piloted by an elite being designed to kill, disposes of them quickly. You feel the bones crunch in your teeth, the warm blood running down your rotting throat. Your spirit and body again feel as one, but you are but a passenger, only witness to this murderous intent of your captain. Regret. Going to get rid of regret. Just wait. Wait. You hear your ex scream from the top of the stairs and feel your body lunge forward. They fire at you but miss. And you have your chance. You reach for them, but they run into the bathroom, narrowly missing. Enraptured for the first time that you can remember, you understand what your body was telling you. No regrets. Awake. You attempt to kick through the door. Down, down, down. They fire again through the door, this time blowing your foot off. But the blast was enough to destroy its structural integrity. The door tears easily off of its hinges, and you thrust your hands through the open door around their throat. And upon grasping their windpipe, you feel again pinpricks of radiant light breaking through your molecules. Hands tight around their throat, you gaze into their eyes and are flooded with millions of memories. First kisses, last steps, birthdays, arguments, make-up sex, dances, car rides together, weddings, funerals. A life lived, the best that you could, with what you had at the time, comes pouring back into your body, into your mind, and into your spirit. As tears begin to roll down your putrid cheeks, you feel once again in total control of your body. You gasp for air. For air. A stench. Let go of their throat. Let go. Go. But it's too late. They're gone. Bloody, bruised, and gone. They lay in your hands. Regret. Listen now, as sirens begin to approach. Warm blood still in your throat, bones in your teeth. You hear a child wailing from another room. Awake.